Hello, this is Janylet Martinez, and today's topic is memory encoding storage retrieval. Introduction. Briefly introduce the topic of the memory and its importance. Memory is a fundamental cognitive process that allows us to acquire, store, and retrieve information. It plays a crucial role in our daily life, impact our ability to learn, make decisions, and navigate the world. Understanding memory, three key components, encoding, storage, and retrieval, is essential for enhancing our cognitive abilities and overall well-being. This presentation will delve into each aspect of memories, shedding light on its importance and practical applications. Understanding memory process. Memory involves three indirect processes: encoding, storage, and retrieval. These processes work together to help us acquire, retain, and recall information efficiently. First one, we have encoding. Encoding is the initial step in the memory where information through our sense is converted into format that can be stored in the brain. This process involves selecting, organizing, and transforming sensory input into meaningful and memorable form. Factors such as attention, perception, cognitive effort influence the effectiveness of encoding. The next one we have is storage. Once information is encoded, it is stored in our memory system for the future use. Memory storage is not a single entity but consists for a different type of memory, including sensory memory, short-term memory, and the long-term memory. Each type has a specific role in retaining information for varying duration. The next one we have is the last one, is retrieval. Retrieval is the process of accessing and bringing storage information in the conscious awareness. Successful retrieval depends on the cues, context, and the strength of the memory trace. Memory can be thought as a retrieval process where we piece together information in various cues and contexts. Understanding these three processes is a crucial form of optimizing memory, function, and enhancing learning and problem-resolving ability. In the next following slide, we will explore each of these processes in more detail. Encoding. Encoding is the first stage of the memory formation where information from the external world is transferred into format that can be stored and retrieved by the brain. Role of the sensory memory. Sensory memory is the initial perhaps of the memory process, where the information from our sense is briefly held for very short duration, example, a few seconds or less. It acts as a gateway for incoming sensory information to be processed and potentially transferred to the next stage of the memory. Sensory memory helps capture a wide range of the sensory inputs, including the visual, auditory, tactile, and more, which can be selected for further process. Short-term memory. Short-term memory is where information is temporarily held for a brief period, typical is up to 30 seconds, and can be manipulated for immediate cognitive tasks. It plays a crucial role in encoding by selecting and processing information from sensory memory for further storage or immediate use. Information in short-term memory can be encoded more elaborate through rehearsal or associated with existing knowledge which facilitates its transfer to a long-term memory. We can see over here a picture like example. We have an image, the feature extract, the mixed model, feature maps, lineups, and the Volta activity. We have over here as well another example. We have the sensory memory. It says 5 to 3 seconds. We have the working memory, 5 to 15 seconds. And of course, the long-term memory. It could be permanently. Types of encoding. The first one we have is a visual encoding. Visual encoding involves processing and encoding information in a visual or pictorial form. Examples of the visual encoding: remembering the color, shape of the flower, recalling the details of a paint such as arrangement or object and colors, recognize a friendly face based on their appearance. Acoustic encoding. Acoustic encoding involves processing and encoding information based on sounds or auditory characters. Example of the acoustic encoding: remembering a song, melody, or lyrics, recalling the sound of a person's voice, repeating a phone number aloud to remember it. Semantic encoding. Semantic encoding involves processing and encode information by its meaning's significance. Example of the semantic encoding: understanding and remembering the meaning of the word, or perhaps recalling the concepts or idea or conveyed in a lecture. Associate a historical event with its important context. By understanding and using these three types of encoding, individuals can exchange their memories and retrieval of information. These encoding methods can be employed strategically to improve memory retention for various types of content. We have storage. Storage is the second stage of the memory, where information that has been encoded is maintained over time. It involves retention information in the memory system for later use. Transferring information from short-term to long-term memory. The process of transferring information from short-term memory to long-term memory is essential for making information available for future retrievals. It involves several key steps. We got the first one. A rehearsal is activity repeating or reviewing the information in short-term memory. This rehearsal can be through mental repetition or other mnemonic techniques. We got the second one as an elaborative encoding, connecting the information in short-term memory to existing knowledge or making it personally meaningful. This can include relating new information to past experience or established memories. We got the third one as the consolidation, the process of the physical changing the brain neural connect to solidify the memory. This often occurs during sleeping as the brain strains to reorganize the connections related to the newly acquired information. And we got the last one as a transfer. Once the information has been reversed and consolidated, it is transferred to the long-term memory. Long-term memory has a much larger capacity and stores information for extended period, potential as a lifetime. Understanding the process of transferring information from short-term to long-term memory is crucial for effective memory management and retention. This knowledge can help individuals to improve their ability to store their retrieval information as needed. Types of memory storage. Sensory memory. Sensory memory is the initial stage of the memory processing. Has a capacity very large but only briefly holds sensory inputs. Large capacity but very short duration. Duration lasts only a few fractions of the second, a few seconds. It captures information from our sense, such as what we see, hear, or touch. Acts as quickly as a temporary buffer to filter and select what gets further processed. Short-term memory. Short-term memory is the intermediate stage between the sensory and the long-term memory. As a capacity is limited, typically holds about 7 items, for example, the Miller magic numbers. Duration lasts for around the 20 to 30 seconds without the rehearsal. It allows for manipulation of information needed for immediate tasks and decision making. Information can be transferred to long-term memory through a rehearsal and encoding. Long-term memory. Long-term memory is where information is stored for an extended period. Capacity is virtually limited. The storage capacity is immense. Duration can last a lifetime. It holds the knowledge, experience, and skills accumulated over time. Information is stored in more permanently and organized matter. Understanding these three different types of memory storage and their respective capacities and duration is crucial for managing and optimizing memory-related tasks and activities. We can see over here a picture of a sensory memory, the short-term memory, and the long-term memory, and of course the stuff we forget. Retrieval. Retrieval is the process of accessing and recalling information that has been stored in memory. It involves bringing previously encoded and stored memories back into conscious awareness. Process involved in access storage memory. Retrieval involves several keys process. We have the cue reconnections. Memories are often tricked by cues, which can be internal, thought memories, or external, sight, sound, smell. Cues help us access and recognize relevant storage information. Search and access. Once a cue is recognized, the brain searches through the vast network of storage memories to locate the specific information associated with the cues. Reconstruction. Reconstruction memories are often reconstructed, meaning we may not recall them exactly as they were stored. Instead, we reconstruct the memory using available information, which can be influenced by the factors like bias, emotions, and context. Retrieval timing. Memories can be retrieved quickly or may require more time. Some may pop into consciousness effortless, while others may need deliberate effort or problem solving. Understanding the process involved in the memory retrieval is crucial for improving memory recalls and learning how to effectively retrieve information when needed. Factors affecting memory retrievals. Retrieval cues. Retrieval cues are hit or prompts that facilitate the recall of the information from the memory. Example, using a song lyrical to recall the tune. Lyrical are retrieval cues for the melody. Remember a location you visit when you see a picture from the trip. Retrieving a friend's name when you see their faces. The face acts as a cue for the name. We have the context. Context refers to the circumstance of or environment in which an event occurred or information has encoded. Example: being better at remembering where you left your key when you return to the room where you last had them. Recall of a conversation being enchanted when you're in the same physical location where it took place. Correct witness, having more accurate recall when the questions at the scenes. Interference. Interference occurs when the presence of the other information interferes with the retrieval of a specific memory. Example: difficulty recalling a new phone number due to the interference from the previous one. Confusing similar looks keys because they have similar shapes. Mixing up details from the two similar events, like two vacations to different beaches. Understanding this factor affecting retrieval is important for managing memory and optimize the recall of the information. Retrieval cues and the context can be used internationally to improve memory, while awareness of the interface can help prevent memory lapses. Memory improvement strategies. Mnemonic devices. Mnemonic devices are memory aids that use associations, patterns, or abbreviations to help remember information. Example: acronyms ROYGBIV to remember the colors of the rainbow. Acrostic: every good boy does fine, to remember a music notes on a staff. Visual imaginary: creating vivid mental image to associate with facts or numbers. Space repetition. Space repetition involves reviewing information and increasing intervals over the time to reinforce memory. Example: using a flashcard and scheduling review at longer intervals for items you remember well and short intervals for items you struggle with. Review retrieval practice. Retrieval practice is actively recall information from memory to strengthen memory retention. Example: self-testing, quizzing yourself on lecture material. Flashcards: regularly retrieving answers to questions on flashcards. Practice exam: simulating test conditions to recall and reinforce knowledge. Chunking. Chunking is breaking information into smaller, manageable groups or chunks for easier encoding and retrieval. Example: remembering a lump sum sequence of numbers as 3 smaller chunks, such as phone number 555-123-4567. Mindfulness and concentration. Maintaining focus and being present in the moment can be enhanced encoding and retrieval. Example: minimizing distraction when you study or retrieving to remember something important. Sleep and physical health. Adequate sleep and a healthy lifestyle can significantly impact memory functions. Example: getting enough sleep to allow the brain to consolidate and organize memories. Using these memory improvement strategies can enhance memory encoding. storage, and retrieval, making it easier to learn and remember information effectively. Over here, I post some pictures about 15 ways to improve your memory or quick tips for boosting your memory. Memory disorders. The first one we have is Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurodegenerative disorder that primarily affects the memory and the cognitive functions. The impact of the encoding, storage, and the retrieval. Encoding difficulty is the forming new memories due to the impaired hippocamp functions. Storage. Gradual loss of long-term memories, making challenge to recall the past experience and the knowledge. Retrieval. Difficulty in accessing storage memories, leading to forgetfulness and confusions. The second we have is amnesia. Amnesia is a memory disorder characterized by partial or total memory loss. The impact of encoding, storage, and retrieval. Encoding can result in the inability to encode the new information due to the damage or the trauma. Storage. Loss of existing memories, which can be very severity and durations. Retrieval. Difficulty recalling past events and experience, often leading to the gaps in the personal history. And we have the last one as a Korsakoff syndrome. Korsakoff syndrome is often caused by chronic alcohol abuse and is characterized by severe memory impairment. The impact of encoding, storage, and retrieval. Encoding difficulty in informing new memories, especially of recent events. Storage. Impaired ability to retain and recall information, resulting in memory gaps. Retrieval. Frequently confabulate to fill in the memory lapse, like fabricating details. So understanding these memory disorders, highlighting the importance of the memory and the challenge individuals face when encoding, storing, and retrieving information in the presence of the neurologic conditions. It also emphasizes the need for support and research in this field. Case study. The case of Henry Molaison, known as HM. One of the most well-documented cases in the case study of the memory as amnesia is that Henry Molaison, known as HM. Henry Molaison suffered from severe epilepsy and underwent bilateral medial temporal lobotomy in 1953. To relieve his symptoms, as a result, a significant portion of his hippocampus and adjacent brain tissue was removed. One of the impacts of the memory process we have encoding. Henry Molaison has difficulty forming new long-term memory after the surgery, a condition known as anterograde amnesia, about the storage, while he retains some long-term memory from the before the surgery. His ability to store new long-term memories was severely impaired. About retrieval, HM could remember events from his past but struggled with recalling new information after the surgery. A research contribution. Henry Molaison case greatly contributed to our understanding of memory and the role of the hippocampus in memory formation. His condition revealed the distinction between short-term and long-term memory, with his short-term memory being largely intact. As a legacy, HM willingness to participate in research improved our understanding of memory process, leading the advancement in the field of neuropsychology and the treatment of the memory disorder. We can see on our right side a picture of a normal brain and the H and Henry Molaison brain. The case of Henry Molaison remains in the pivotal example of how the study of memory disorder and their impact on encoding, storage, and retrieval can enhance our knowledge of the brain intricate memory process. It also underscored the importance of the ethical research in this case. Memory research. Recently, breakthrough in memory research. Optogenics and memory recalls. Recently, studies have explored the use of optogenics, a technique that involves controlling neurons with the light. To enhance memory's recall, research has successfully activated specific neurons in the brains of mice to trigger the recall of specific memory. Memory consolidations during sleep. Ongoing research has demonstrated the critical role of sleeping in memory consolidation. Studies show that during deep sleep, the brain reorganizes the strange memories, highlighting the importance of a good night's sleep for learning and memory. Neurofeedback and memory enhancement. Neurofeedback techniques, which provide real-time information on brain activity, are being used to help individuals improve memory. By providing feedback on a brain pattern associated with the memory, individuals can learn to enhance their memory abilities. Artificial intelligence and memory augmentation. AI-driven technology are being developed to aid memory augmentations. Machine learning algorithms can help individuals organize and retrieve information more effectively, potentially compensating for memory deficits in conditions like Alzheimer's disease. These recent breakthroughs in memory research offer promising insight into the enhancement of the memory process and provide hope for individuals seeking to improve their memory and those affected by memory disorder. Conclusion. In this presentation, we explore the intricate world of memory, covering key concepts related to memory process, memory improvement strategies, and real-life cases. Here is a summary of the main points. Memory encompasses three stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Sensory memory, short-term memory, and the long-term memory play vital roles in this process. Factors like retrieval cues, context, and interference influence memory retrieval. Memory improvement strategies such as mnemonic devices and spaced repetition can be enhanced memory performance. Memory disorder like Alzheimer's disease and amnesia significantly affect memory encoding, storage, and retrieval. The case of HM highlights the impact of the brain surgery on memory process. And recently researched breakthrough, including optogenics and neurofeedbacks, offer exciting possibility for enchanting memory. The importance of understanding memory process cannot be overstated. Memory is fundamental to our daily life, affecting our ability to learn, make decisions, and form concepts with the world around us. By understanding memory, we gain valuable insight into how our mind works, and we can apply this knowledge to improve memory, provide support for individuals with memory disorder, and contribute to ongoing research in this field. Thank you for your attention, and we encourage you to explore further in fascinating world of memory and cognition. Thank you, and have a nice day.